Welcome to the University of Notre Dame, where students, faculty, and fans all pride themselves on both the superior academic and athletic standings. Because of the importance placed on athletics as well as the overall well-being of the students, it is not difficult to live a very healthy lifestyle at Notre Dame. From having a gym in every dorm and multiple athletic complexes, to always having a salad bar option at the dining hall, students here are truly provided with an opportunity to eat well and stay in shape while in college. But this does not mean that the freshman 15 is not an issue at Notre Dame. There are opportunities in almost every academic and social building to stop and snack on a treat or binge on a meal at a fast food restaurant. While each individual has a choice on whether to eat well or poorly, no matter what they put in their body, it goes through the biological process of digestion. In this short video, I will show you how eating healthy or unhealthily at Notre Dame can impact lives in different ways. When food enters the mouth, it is broken down both manually and chemically. Mastication, or chewing, helps break down food into smaller pieces, while an enzyme in your saliva, salivary amylase, starts the digestion of the bolus. As you swallow, a flap called the epiglottis blocks food from going down the trachea, which leads to the lungs, and allows the bolus to enter the esophagus. The esophagus connects the throat to the stomach and brings food into the stomach by the forces of gravity and muscle contraction. The lower esophageal sphincter controls entrance into the stomach, and once in the stomach, the bolus passes through its three regions: the cardia, the body or the fundus, and the antrum. The cardia and the body store food, while the antrum uses the digestive enzyme pepsin to digest food even further. Food then enters the small intestine through the pyloric sphincter for absorption. The first section is the duodenum, which receives enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the liver to help aid in absorption. The other two regions, the jejunum and the ileum, aid mostly in the absorptions of fats and other nutrients. Food, which is now liquid at this point, enters the large intestine through the cecum. It then proceeds through the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. The job of the large intestine is to secrete mucus and absorb water from the stool. Once the large intestine is full, the stool leaves the sigmoid colon and goes into the rectum, which causes an urge to use the bathroom. The stool finally exits through the anus, which is kept closed by the anal sphincter until you go to the bathroom. Foods that are unhealthy, like those high in processed sugar and saturated fat, are processed and refined in such a way that they lose a majority of their nutrients, water content, and fiber. So when the food enters your small intestine, there are not many nutrients to absorb. Your body needs all type of nutrients to perform correctly and efficiently. Also, when this food enters the large intestine, the low fiber and water in the foods is not enough to digest well and can make bowel movements abnormal. So when Danny eats this 200-calorie taco at Taco Bell, although it may be the same amount of calories as a small salad, it is not very densely packed with nutrients. In other words, he is eating a lesser amount of nutrients for the same amount of calories. See, this taco is very high in saturated fat. Saturated fat is a type of fatty acid that has no double bonds in its molecular structure, so it is more easily absorbed, and its waste is not excreted as easily as foods that are higher in fiber. Unlike the taco, celery is very good for your digestive system. It has a very low amount of calories, but a very high amount of nutrients. Because it is so high in fiber, our digestive system cannot fully break it down. Therefore, after its nutrients are absorbed, the bulk of the celery is easily excreted from our body. While it passes through the large intestine, the celery cleanses the colon walls and can take out unwanted waste from the digestive system. Foods like celery supply our bodies with the nutrients it needs. This allows us to perform tasks more efficiently, build muscle, and lose fat. Danny benefits much more from eating this than from eating anything from Taco Bell. Digestion plays a very big role in our daily lives here at Notre Dame. Though we have no direct control on the process of digestion itself, we do have the ability to choose what we feed our bodies. Deciding to eat Pizza Hut every day for lunch may prevent us from doing activities that we enjoy, such as playing sports. It may be obvious that our diet affects our physical abilities, but you may not know is that it plays an important role in mental activities too. It may be hard to focus or to stay awake while in class, while doing homework or taking a test. This is because essential nutrients are needed for all bodily functions, not just physical ones. Cells need energy to perform all tasks, and by eating low nutrient dense food, you are not giving your cells as much energy as it needs. Eating healthy, especially at Notre Dame, can make your experience that much better here. No freshman 15 to worry about, no limit on activities, enough energy to do well in school, the list goes on. This is how the biological process of digestion impacts our daily lives at the University of Notre Dame.